Although the global beauty market is valued at $265 billion, many women and men around the world judge beauty according to quite different standards. After all, as the adage goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It is no surprise that the saying holds when it comes to some of the most bizarre beauty trends from around the world. In the United States, for example, 45 million people have tattoos or piercings, which are now commonplace among men and women, even though these trends were once considered distinctive and unique. Hello and welcome everyone to Top Travel. Here, we try to give the best virtual experience of different amazing places through our channel. And in today's video, we're going to look at the top 10 weirdest beauty standards around the world. Tattoos and piercings are nothing compared to what certain individuals from other regions of the world consider beautiful and trendy, as you will see in this video. Many of these beauty fads have significant symbolic or even religious significance, while others are carried out for a woman to secure the richest and most powerful husband in her tribe or society. Additionally, the modern media and its perspective of what makes true beauty has generated a whole new set of bizarre and amazing beauty fads. Prepare to groan as we go over the top 10 weirdest beauty standards around the world. Number 1. Crooked teeth. Straight teeth and a flawless smile are the gold standards in dental attractiveness in most of the developed world. As a result, people will spend a lot of money on pricey orthodontic work to get it. Young Japanese women, on the other hand, have been partaking in an odd activity known as yaiba in recent years. Yaiba translates to double tooth, and it entails these women undergoing the same costly orthodontic treatment, with the exception that the braces are designed to make their teeth appear a little more crooked than nature intended. This operation is usually performed on one or two teeth and is intended to make the woman appear less flawless and hence less intimidating. This is one aesthetic fad that is already gaining traction around the world, with a similar surgery known as tooth crowning gaining popularity even in the United States. Number 2. Brass neck. If you are from the Kayan-Lawi tribe, which has settlements in modern-day Burma and Thailand, your ideal girl is likely to have a long, graceful neck adorned with a series of metal rings. This is because Kayan-Lawi girls begin wearing these heavy coils at the age of 5, and women might have up to 25 fitted to their necks over time. Although it appears that the woman's neck has been stretched as a result of this technique, appearances can be deceiving. The strong metal coil's weight pulls the shoulders and collarbone down, giving the appearance of a longer neck beneath all those beautiful rings. Number 3. On the right foot. Foot binding has been a part of Chinese society for generations, and despite being outlawed in the 1940s, its effects can be still observed in some older ladies, particularly in rural areas. This was a horrible procedure that required breaking the women's toes, then bending them back against the sole and binding them in place with a tight fabric wrapping. Not only did this make Chinese women's feet small and delicate, a mark of prestige and social standing in rural China, but it was also claimed that women who had their feet bound made particularly nice wives. Yao Niang, a 10th century royal dancer, is claimed to have inspired foot binding by binding her feet in the shape of a new moon. Emperor Li Yu was mesmerized by her dancing on her toes inside a 6-foot golden lotus adorned with ribbons and valuable stones. The procedure not only changed the structure of the foot, but also resulted in a unique gait that relied on the thigh and buttock muscles for stability. Foot binding was always associated with erotic implications. Foot binding became a status symbol among the wealthy, as other court women with money, time, and a void to fill took up the practice. Number 4. Scarification. Scarification, or the practice of marking the skin with a knife to produce patterns or symbolic symbols, is extremely prevalent in Africa, particularly among Ethiopia's Karo tribe and the nomadic Dinka people of South Sudan. As a rite of passage, the Dinka mark the faces of teenage boys and girls in the clan. Girls are usually marked with lovely patterns, whereas boys are marked with 3 parallel lines, which are thought to signify the transition into manhood. Even though the operation is unpleasant, Dinka youths are barred from crying or even flinching during the scarification process, as this would bring dishonor to their entire family. Papua New Guinea, half a world distant from Ethiopia and South Sudan, has adopted this odd beauty fad. The Sepik tribe of this region tattoos an alligator pattern on the skin of their young men, another rite of passage ritual in which the Sepik believe the alligator consumed the young man's childhood, allowing him to reach maturity. Number 5. Skin deep. Tattoos are increasingly viewed as the ultimate symbol of rebellion by furious Western teenagers, or as a way to identify oneself as a member of a specific social group. Tattoos, on the other hand, have a huge cultural value for many civilizations around the world. For millennia, the Maori of New Zealand has tattooed their faces and lips with distinctive black and dark blue patterns known as Ta-Mako. Women frequently tattoo their lips blue and get Ta-Mako motifs tattooed on their chins, a sign of pure Maori beauty. Number 6. Fat Cam. Kim Kardashian may have broken the internet with her naked photos, but her curves pale in comparison to the fuller figure women who are deemed attractive in Mauritania, an African country. Women who couldn't or wouldn't gain weight in the past were sent to fat farms by their families, where they were force-fed high-fat foods like couscous and dates to make them more desirable as future wives. This old practice is thankfully dying out for the sake of Mauritanian women's physical and emotional well-being. But larger women are still considered the pinnacle of beauty and can command larger dowries as part of marriage customs. Number 7. All ears. Ear adornment is another beauty fad that has evolved from a traditional practice among African and South American tribes to a widely recognized and socially acceptable type of body alteration in Western countries. While a discreet earring wouldn't seem out of place on the streets of the United States or Europe, ear stretching, which is still practiced by the Kenyan Maasai tribe, would raise an eyebrow or two. Normally, Maasai women use weights to stretch their earlobes until they are almost long enough to touch the shoulder, and when combined with shaved heads, they are sure to turn heads. Number 8. Open dimples. Thailand appears to have a plethora of traditional beauty methods. One of these is cheek piercing, which may appear frightening to people outside of Thailand due to the excruciating agony experienced during the procedure. However, for the Thai people, this is a form of self-medication as well as a practice they believe will aid in the exorcism of evil spirits from their lives. Thai people, interestingly, are strongly steeped in this culture, and the ceremony is frequently performed during the 10-day vegetarian festival in Phuket. The rivalry is generally fierce, with participants piercing their cheeks with firearms, swords, and even bicycles. Number 9. All in your head. Skull binding was previously common in societies as far apart as Peru and Iraq, though it is no longer performed. Archaeologists discovered elongated skulls in Peru dating from 7000 BC, which were likely accomplished by wrapping an infant's head tightly in fabric or using wooden planks to urge the skull to grow lengthwise as the child grew older. Although the specific rationale for skull binding is unknown, there are hypotheses that it was done for ritual or symbolic reasons, and that people who were chosen for the practice may have had a higher social position. Number 10. Snow White. Another popular current beauty craze is skin whitening, which often does more harm than good. Images of white Western women as a beauty ideal are continually showered onto women in Africa, South America, and notably Asia. As a result, they frequently turn to unproven and perhaps dangerous skin whitening solutions in an attempt to brighten their natural skin tone. Naturally, many of these products include noxious chemicals that, if used wrongly or for an extended period of time, can burn the skin, leaving it damaged and unhealthy. We are now seeing a greater representation of colored women in the media, which is helping to counteract this hazardous trend. With that, I would like to conclude this video, hoping that you liked and enjoyed it. However, keep an eye on the channel as new videos will be posted soon. If you enjoy our content, make sure you hit the like button. And also, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel to get our videos regularly. And don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you for your time. Look forward to seeing you at the next one. Until then, peace.